Have you ever felt like you're wearing a mask, smiling on the outside, but unsure or anxious within? Sadhguru starts this chapter by pointing out something many of us overlook. Most people are acting out life, not living it. We've been taught to behave, not to be. And this is where our suffering begins, the gap between our outer image and inner truth. From a young age, we are trained to fit in, to get approval, to meet expectations, to be nice. But in this pursuit, we often forget ourselves. We lose touch with the raw aliveness within. Sadhguru gently calls us back to authenticity, not rebellion, but realness. Not just acting spiritual, but actually being aware. He says, to be spiritual is not to do something. It is to see things the way they are. Imagine walking through life without filters, no masks, no layers of fear or desire. Just a clear, awake perception of life. That's not some mystical far-off state. It's our natural state, buried under the clutter we've picked up. We spend so much energy trying to be someone better, smarter, more lovable. But the irony is, real transformation doesn't happen by adding layers. It happens by peeling them away. Like cleaning a dusty mirror, we simply uncover what's already there, a vibrant, joyful self. Sadhguru says the key is to be in touch with the life within you. Not your thoughts, not your roles, not even your emotions, but the sheer experience of being alive. That aliveness is not something you need to create. It's already happening. You just need to become conscious of it. He compares our inner being to a seed. The seed has everything it needs to become a full tree, but it needs the right conditions to grow. Similarly, you have the potential for joy, clarity, and grace. But you must nurture the right atmosphere within, through awareness, balance, and stillness. But what blocks that growth? Our constant need to control, to define, to label. We're always trying to box life, calling things good or bad, right or wrong, mine or not mine. This mental rigidity is like placing a lid on the seed. It can't sprout in confinement. The freedom Sadhguru speaks of isn't lawlessness. It's inner spaciousness. It's the ability to respond consciously, rather than react compulsively. When you begin to see your patterns, your triggers, your masks, not with judgment, but with clarity, you begin to reclaim your life. Think of a dancer completely lost in the rhythm, not performing, but being the dance. That's the invitation here. To stop performing for the world, and start aligning with your inner rhythm. To let life move through you, rather than trying to control every step. This doesn't mean abandoning your goals or roles. It means showing up to them with authenticity. Whether you're a parent, an employee, an artist, when you are rooted inwardly, your actions become powerful, graceful, and free of anxiety. Sadhguru reminds us, if you are joyful by your own nature, then everything that you do will be of a certain quality. That's not theory, it's practical. When you operate from inner joy, your work flows better, your relationships deepen, and even your challenges become manageable. So, how do you get there? Start by simply sitting still for a few minutes each day. Not to think, not to plan, but to just be. Feel your breath. Sense your presence. This tiny shift, repeated daily, starts to reconnect you to your essence. There's no need to chase enlightenment. The first step is honesty, with yourself. Notice when you're acting, when you're afraid, when you're clinging. Not to shame yourself, but to become free. Awareness is the first act of liberation. So here's the question. Are you ready to stop living as an actor in your own life story? Are you ready to meet life directly, naked and real? Without the layers? The path isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming fully you. As Sadhguru says, this is not about looking up or looking down. This is about looking inward. When you turn inward, you stop begging for peace and start radiating it. You stop needing joy and start becoming it. Type, I choose to be real, in the comments if this touched you. And don't forget to subscribe. We're walking this sacred path together. This is not the end. This is your beginning.